There again, everybody, I'm back now to show you how to do the lace pocket that I have made to put on this one here. I'll just give you a little bit of an instruction on that. Okay, now I am going to use an envelope. You can pick whatever size envelope you like, it doesn't really matter. You need to get your glue and glue down. Here I just used a normal craft glue that I've been using for years, and I stick that part down. Then I get my ruler, as you will need that, and a pencil. Maybe not so much the pencil, because I think I'll just cut it off there where just at the end, because that inside part there's going to be my pocket. So for this you'll need some envelopes. I'm going to use 5. You'll need some paper for the outside, pieces of cardboard. Thin stuff was just fine. I've got a thin piece here that I've got off the cereal packet. I'm just going to get that to the shape of the size of my envelope. I'll just carefully draw around the outside of that, and then I can just cut that out with my scissors to the exact same size. So we'll just do that quickly along here. And this one. Okay, so a piece of card for that. Now we've got, this is a cereal box here. We're going to just stick that on the top of there with some glue like so. Plenty of glue around the edges. This one that I use doesn't make the paper bubble up, and it dries at a reasonable pace. It gives you time to shift things about a little bit if you need to, because you don't want to be having to work too quick, because if it dries on you too fast, then you might have liked to have just shifted it just a tad here or there. Now, I've not cut that exactly, but I can trim around this to get it right. Glue on my scissors now. Never mind, we'll fix that later on. Now onto this, I wanted to put some really nice paper. Where these flamingos were, they were just not in the right place. Because I'm going to cover this with lace, I wanted to be able to see the flamingo. So I stuck another piece of pink on there so that it'd cover. I've got my piece of lace, and to start with I want to put the lace onto the piece of paper, so I'll just turn that over there, put some glue onto here, glue that, and glue that. I just used a piece of tape, but I won't be taking the back off it. It's double-sided, but I won't be taking the back off it because we're going to have to be able to push our tag down into there, mostly to the bottom if we can. Actually, that's not true. Going to put the tag into here. Gee, Sonia, never mind, we can all make a mistake, can't we? So there we go. Now we've got that, and our pocket will be in there, so we will get this stuck down as quickly and as neatly as we can, because we like to do tidy. If you cut straight and you finish off nice, you've got a good job done then. Now, put that onto there like so. Coming along fine, isn't it, I think? Now I'm going to want to put some ink around the edge of this. I said I didn't want to do the ink thing, but I think I might have to. If I do it really carefully and don't get it stuck on anything that I shouldn't do, I should be right. Okay, so on the other side of this I'm going to just use the plain one. And now I've made a faux pas, haven't I? I wanted to put this onto here, okay, so I could put that across the back, and that would make it a little bit more secure. I'm going to lift up the little edge here. I'm going to stick that in, because we don't want to be given up, even if we think we've made a mistake. We just need to keep on going. I'll just lift this up and glue Hasn't quite dried, but it's very tacky and it will be a good. Before I do that, I'll grab a piece of this tape and I'll stick the double-sided tape on there so it can go over my used to be scared once of making mistakes. I'd get upset and I'd throw it in the bin, and that's not how you do things, is it? You got to persevere. You got to keep going. See, it's only a piece of material. You can't let it beat you. So I'm going to get this off here if I can. And one day we'll get the sticky bit off. The paper off the sticky bit. So you can do this. Before the battery goes flat in my camera. Doesn't last very long then. Things, I suppose. It's all good technology these days that we can do these wonderful things. We've got it. Nobody panic. Right. Now I'm going to take that across there. But I'm going to just let it make sure that it doesn't stick to me paper. Otherwise I won't have a pocket. Stick to me paper. Go carefully across there. Now we can still take it up under here, I'm sure, and fasten it in the back here. Cut that off a little ways and push that in. Yes, there you go. Now I've got a pocket. With this piece on it. Bit on the skew weave side, but it's not when you lay it down. There we go. Now stop that from sticking. I might have to later on just put another piece of double-sided sticky tape under there and not take that off. Everything's stuck to this. Oh dear. Never mind. It's all going to be good in the end. We're going to have a really nice mini album. I'm going to see if I can get this under here. Stop it from sticking to me pocket on the inside. I don't think I've done that. There we go. Look at that, there we go, and it makes it very more secure too than ever. This one here I'm a little bit concerned. No, it'll be fine. Now on the back I want to put a nice piece of pink on the back of here. So I'll just glue that on there. And we can come back later on and trim it all up, make sure it's all nice, and maybe I will put a bit of lace around some of the edges. It just depends, you know, because I want it to be very secure. I don't like anything coming undone, because that would be very upsetting if it all fell apart on person. Anyway, that's the little pocket so far there for you. Of course you'll put a bit of glue along the bottom here, but I'm going to just leave that for the time being in case I need to put other elements on there first. So we'll come back another time and I'll show you how to do the next side, and then we'll finish it up a bit. Okay, and thank you very much for looking. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.